I Africa TV. Okay. Yo. Okay.
Mike 1 2.
Yo, assalamu alaikum. Telem kola ba humti the regional chairman of the Gambia Red Cross Society. Bin nata ne comme ça mbenga lo nyami. Mantoro min lata mol bekang Gambia jang mol la bungol tinyata. Mol la balwol tinyata, mol la fenjemal tinyata. So kamala kabe o kibaro hukumata. Vonanga kibaro nyufrani na office baro mimbe kanifeng. So kabin frade wala nada fanje sai fana be fintla na mol kan ka jibe be ma koy tarango min dila no mol because ngal ne ko fengol tinyata bungol tinyata ladulal tinyata domor fengol tinyata ani wonyon sifal wala na bin narana ndara rawno la kayta ndi sate mol surtout alkalol ka ni sate o sate je pour nga information so don sitano alkalol ya ani VDCL nga jibe ni mantoro boyta minikan mo jellem ila mu fen sifale tinyara ani wo nyongol ngana jibe nyokam be mako ro kala no nyami so wala na bin nara nan janga non foot ay tan nyol samana min kara basolti safunolu detul sop la ram fanol anim panol ñun jigita ko ñun kulati mi yango familier wol nitle urgently kato ni sifa so senia go ngajele ko la bagasol tinyara bagasol sinanta so ni drapeau ni fendol so asi cool dol so ni nole for the meantime jane be futala nyaato do manni wala wo kamala wala na binar nan jang ka mbe diam ka Red Cross to yala na alkal ba fam be nyane mi yanko jamma la sol nyum fana mala ne bolti because kabini ko keta kunu suto moment sinono insare kon mo le finti ka nyoka ne kaji be nyoma ko no la nyami so kamal wala na binar nan jamba o kamal ala barka bak alkal ba ñenen ko woni da
Okay. Palma fo ngakena. Yo. Bismillah min ash-shaytanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Amada ko min collabo fum aya fo pour Red Cross la kuoto ndol fanan nyinkata kulati mi alon ko ala la kerolam because jomma ke ala la kerolam because mode fo de dala sako bummi ko yin sifalo o be mari bulu pour yangane so nyina ko ay tinya hani o man ko mo la ngane bari ala dunda daro nana ta don amalon fo yinde beta fo mo malo yinde beta yimbe beta nana ta don ala la kerolam pour kake so therefore fo mo yamuto nyama don nyimmu mamarngoldi na wurwoto dalbe sukulu ko no jang kabirun kuno nyinkala jang mo be ya fille ka kala mo ko nyinti nyaro min kada ala darolam ada fanan fa ya asteblo ala darolam bar birum comme nyi sifana ala ko na sifa min mo fanan de safo no trema kulam dron ngalo ka kele barin to dege da kala trema kulet na karola jang so on kontanta ko la ako bunyata ma mayin ngani yeso to puru nyeke bari nga kada don fon ala muta kan don ngaji we nyaade kala nyami fewno min fanan dila ni man juta ala to le jutula do Red Cross ban to le jutula so mbal tentla kam mbal jayla ko ela fo nyaato ala baraka ala buba fon fele so bidon say bayra fon fele lo rinjang nata le fen so do fona si fen no alhamdulillah sa fona bari kontanta ko la bakle ala television o tandi ay Afrique ay Africa mbal jayla mbal tentula ala kan kila kan nata mo walin jani Red Cross mol so I think we have to the record
Sign kori nakala man na suma man think is very bad. Okay, sati okay tinyaro overall akita nyaadi la de
jang tinyaro siata dami mata jang wo sia batale ka kon tan min kala mota ngalon ko de nyin ko da ko jam min manya ko je 6 secondes tinyaro ko de jang kamara kunda ban to halon jel kunda la barje kamara kunda e ga fa say mo yalo wol wo fanan tiñaro ko rede la do fanan me ga fa me juga wo fanan taro fanan fon taro fodo de la do fanan ne ko da do bala jana ndaro fanan do fanan je ka fay alfa lum wo fanan tiñaro ko rede adum bu jamal men ko alkali ndol jamal budije men ko kacci bar ko min ko ni recross ko be ya ko sate kon ni da do fanan fo men ko tiñaro asiata nda be fono la ala lon tiñaro ko rede ha tiñaro mo man pade mam wala bara makala mu fanan ha.
Well, that's very good. Sam Red Cross fela inata government la call fana be wala be mun follow call fana pri mako e tari yake
wala fam solot man sa kunda fo nyante bulo fela kan ka joko yem makoy pour nga joko ko Red Cross min kede ni fane o sifake mafo ya fendi na mi alon ko nta fo no na barin sa fo ala baraka yalla mo betana ni temal so mo expect le ko man sa kunda nyanta fenkele ministère la even Red Cross min ke ha
abarka ñin la ko danon fo
babu
okay babu wala sa be what but as the compound aid mang fi baxna All right, thank you very much. We are still in SL, and as you can see, we're speaking to different people here. And of course, now we want to speak to the compound owner, the head of this compound, and you can see the destruction here. So, namandin ko mambete abaka, but I think you understand ndiamuta. So, kabiri nyinker ali ya fi nyaadile because it was crazy.
Very bad. I knew here, you know, at my bracket immediately, Malombe Munekela. I just stayed with my family for Jetalata. Not a fin in the transfer in Bundokono. And that rang and the Bogaso dolphin in the Minalongo city yano. Minmialong, they cannot move to Jeda up to this morning. So we don't find a Nakatoka, Kajaka, we are just signed them for Capintal Vegeta. Bakaragan Prugaru for Murundi.
Kabiri kunum fo beating any family affect nyaadile.
Affect back because I get a psychological trauma within the family. Me my youngest son, in fact, he was crying. I didn't because I never managed for some experience for the first time in his life. You know, so when the phone I felt so bad. But God, thank God, every generation of Alam, with Altalang because it was solid, but I'm blind them in a moment who know. So I in good faith. I don't go, I love them in the so
I get a surprise they kabiri.
of course, I get a surprise ballet. Manila Langajal Draketa. Because I became a sitting and I don't have less than 2 minutes happened. So it was a real surprise to us.
And this is the first time.
Yeah, for the first time. Yeah. So far.
Saying Red Cross nata yin demaro nati. So how do you feel about that as well?
Alhamdulillah, I content kubadi. Because I turned in a go yankala mutale. I any more be sitting. You know, number of billy jari for that jati yes can I someone in your Catania content kubadi and you turn no national relational zombie mokilo. When I contano what I'm back and you be Makwela Bakel. La Jama Sukilanjele, Yaloko, Alhamdulillah, Bakel Alatanto in the Carol.
Ngajele dada rostat la bari I know of course government fanang ibe popular so sign ibe min fola mansakunda me yalon ko ni moy so if financier makoy because ngalon sign of course ni tamakar la for kanying dada at the moment.
Hello, the across in baby masakunda ko. Okay, te dinti nyaro ke ke nyilla le fosi makoy roke no. So la ndi ake fana manjo ya ba into be nakato kan. Dum be nyille le makoy rolale. Ndi ake fana alhamdulillah be kala ko ko ne baldi abe de la nyel. Ade.
Abaraka. Chairman, let's have a word before we leave. Yeah. Before the handing over, let's have a word with you as the chairman. Yeah. Can we location visit okay we move on this side? Am nga libe pare. Wa da nga dugga ci bir. Waaw, ki la bëgg waxal li fan nga fogg ne moy ba. dellu si gana. Is it okay? Wow. All right, thank you very much. And we're still here in SL. Of course, we are with the Gambia Red Cross Society, trying to assess the level of destruction that have been done in this part of the country. We are in the North Bank region, precisely in Nyomi, in SL. And with me is the, of course, the chairman of this of the Red Cross in this area, of course, of the region, like I said. Mr. Chairman, thank you very much for speaking to us. We are here in one of the compounds that has been affected. But before we talk about the assistance that you have brought here today, tell us the level of destruction that have been made, not only in this village, but the entire region that you have got so far.
Okay, thank you for having me. As at now, the information that we have, the level of destruction is very high. We've learned that people lost their even life has been lost. People have lost their properties. People have lost their animals. You name it. And then we all know since last night when this destruction occurs, people cannot sleep, and then we are moving from one end to another to collect information. So, yeah.
How was it for you? Like, you are the head of the team here. How was it for you people in making sure that you get the relevant and the relevant information in terms of the destruction that occurred here in this area? And of course, knowing that people would be looking for assistance, like when such a thing happened.
If you look at the how Red Cross is structured, we are structured at the grassroots level, where we at district level we have district committees, and then at village level and then schools level also we have structures that are there. We communicated to the regional coordinators, that is district coordinators, so as for them to also talk to their volunteers to send in the information in their respective areas or villages. Yeah. This is how we get all those information that we have now. Yeah.
What were the most needed or affected areas in this region?
According to information that we have from Upper Nyomi, Jokadu, and then some parts of Badibu, they are very much affected. Because in Jokadu, that's where we've learned that 4 people lost their lives in two different localities. Yeah. Yeah. Mm.
All right. As someone representing the Gambia Red Cross in this area, here we are. Of course, you communicated back to the main office in Banjul, and they sent some materials to provide for the affected families. How do you feel about that as someone who's here representing the institution?
I think this is what is much needed. When people are in need, the response should be immediate. If the government and other NGOs could do such type of things as the Red Cross is doing, immediately if emergency strikes, the first thing that we need to do is to collect the information and then try to respond as quickly as possible. But today we are giving out non-food items, so as the families can see how best they can settle themselves during these days. Yeah.
All right. I know right now you have been going down to the areas, like you said, to assess the level of destruction. Do you know the amount of destruction that have been done in this area, or you're still on the work and you're still assessing the destructions?
We're still assessing. So this is why we're getting more information from our.
You did not know how many people were affected or families?
We don't know. The only information that we have first is the number of people that lost their life. In fact, it's not even sitting actually as we speak now, because we heard that there was somebody lost his life in Fast Njagachoy, but after communicating to our volunteers at the grassroots level, they've told us the information is not right. Yeah, yeah.
Right. Now that we have you have brought these non-food items as a support, what would follow next?
Hopefully, we're talking also to our international partners, that is the IFRC and the ICRC, to see the next level of support that we are going to give. Yes.
But it's also good to say that the people here definitely need an urgent support.
Urgent support, yeah. People here need urgent support because some people, in fact, they don't have, as we speak now, they don't have place to sleep. They have been even housed by their neighbors. In fact, if you go to our primary school, our staff quarters there, the staffs there, they don't have any place to sleep. Last night they spend the night in the school hall. So all those things are very sad. We see in our own Gambian people living in that situation.
Now, finally, as someone again, of course, representing for a humanitarian organization, and this, of course, is a natural disaster. Many people are affected, like you said. What word of message would you send out to the authorities down there in responding to to the people that are affected, sending urgent support, like you said, because people need it and people are affected, and like you said, everybody seems to be, people that are affected are struggling at this moment.
I think what is important in the Gambia, we need to have very realistic plan, so as to, when such type of things comes, we can see how best to mitigate it. Because the problem that we have in the Gambia, we don't have plan towards such type of things. Because we all know during the rainy season, such type of things happens. What are the plans put in place by the government or other NGOs that are working towards disaster issues? So these things should be something that we need to all look into, to have a better plan that has to be realistic on the ground. Yes.
And in this case, the authorities have to do something urgently.
So, urgently, very urgently, very urgently, yeah.
Because people are in a dire situation.
Yes, yeah.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you too.